Close selected data. Yes, okay. Let's see how much I can eat while we're... What? You can't eat in game? Well, it is a Capcom property. Easter eggs would not be, you know, unheard of. That's kind of cool. Prosecutor Von Karma? You mean... Uh-oh. Von Karma... No, I heard it's a successor this time. To basically speed through eating. What was I on? Oh, whoops. There we go. Successor? Come on, Maya. It's not him, just somebody else. Mr. Von Karma was a really sinister man. He pulled such nasty tricks after he could win. He was a man obsessed with the word perfection. Karma cap. They will turn out to be. It's no good. Mystic Maya. Pearly. Ah, damn. Nom 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 nom. Come on, get in my mouth. Get in my belly. My mouth belly. Get into my mouth belly. Or would it be belly mouth? I don't know. Vote in chat. That's how it works, right? So that's how the kids do it these days. They vote in their chat and they're among us. Yes, I believe Cheeks is correct. Wow, this is not the tastiest food I've ever had. I'll admit. You showed up. Thanks for coming all this way. We're really worried about you. Hey, where's your mother? Did you two come together? Mother's watching over the trainees. Out of sight, out of mind. So they have training for 2 days straight with no breaks. Huh? Then you came all by yourself? Yep. I snuck out of the manor and followed a map. Don't tell me you walked all the way here. Of course not. I ran. I can't. Oh my. If it takes 2 hours by train, oh man. Hurley, what about the train? Huh? What's a train? I give up. It's time, isn't it? I'm really scared. What if Von Karma tries to do something to me? I said Mr. Edgeworth would be nicer to me than Von Karma. She ran the whole way. Mr. Edgeworth? Who's that? He's Nick's rival. Well, he's also a friend. serve my purpose, though. I'd seen him only yesterday. Oh! This is the jam. The good shit, exactly. I love this song. Every trial was a scorchingly fierce battle until the very end. Whoa. There's always back and forth with them. When you're rivals for life... Maya, please don't mention that name ever again. Huh? But why, Nick? I'm sorry, Maya. Maya, I forgot, you don't know. He's gone, and he's not coming back. What? What? Wait a second. What's that supposed to mean? Court will commence shortly. Please proceed into the courtroom. Let's go. Wait, is that how they just explain how he's not going to be in this game? He's gone to his... My home planet needs me. I must go now. They just left the animation cell. No time to talk about it anyway. Nick? I know, right? I saw you a spoiler. Yeah, he has his own game series. But, they're not on PC, which sucks. It gets glasses. The court is out of session for the trial of Maya Fey. However, the prosecution and the defense prepared. What is with this kid? Mr. Wright, are you prepared? Huh? Yes, Your Honor. Why does he always seem mad at me? Mr. Phoenix Wright. You must be a little shocked because I'm a woman, correct? Hold on. So she's the famed successor to Prosecutor Von Karma? I am Franziska Von Karma, the prodigy. I see. I gave up a promising career in Germany and came to this country for one sole reason. Revenge. Oh no! Revenge? Is this about her father, Manfred Von Karma? If it's something of a personal nature, I'm sure you can... Ow! I'm talking. What? If you interrupt again, my whip will do the speaking for me. Ah, guten Tag, good Frau. Please speak with your mouth like a normal person. I beg of you. Yow! Make no mistake, I will defeat you. Prepare to go down, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Prosecutor Von Karma, your opening statement, please. Those of Von Karma blood have only one fate, and that is perfection. The defendant, Maya Fey, will find no escape from her guilt on my watch. Very well. At least once. What is the defense's position? Your Honor? Does the defense wish to enter a plea of not guilty? Yes. A foolish fool who foolishly dreams of foolish dreams. 10 minutes. I give the defense 10 minutes before it changes its plea. That's right. I'll have you running for the justified self-defense plea in no time. Justified self-defense? A plea usually reserved for when a person unintentionally kills in defense of themselves. We could very easily make a solid case that it was self-defense, but... The defense stands by the plea of not guilty, Your Honor. Because the plea justifies self-defense is to say you did kill someone. Objection! Hey, Cloud, how you doing? How foolish. If that's how you want to play it, Mr. Phoenix Wright, then I shall now call the first witness. She's just as scary as her father. Like father, like daughter, I suppose. It is. Don't I have... Wait, don't I have a... I thought I had an Edgeworth one, or I don't think I found a good one. Hold on a second. I thought there was one. Persnickety, there's that one. No, I don't. I just have... Yeah, I don't think I have an Edgeworth one, unfortunately. Yes, sir. My name is Dick Gumshoe. I'm a detective at the local precinct. Get to the point already. Explain to the court the details of this murder. Yes, sir. If everyone would please look at this map. Eureka! That's right. I was gonna do a Eureka one. I don't think I ever got around to it, unfortunately. Unless... No, I did not. Wait, do we have 2 objections? Oh, no, I've objected in there twice. Whoops. And it's in there before N when it should be... Oh, God. How did I do that? Holy God. Wow, okay, let me just fix that real quick because, you know, that's embarrassing. There. Bam. I gotta get a good copy of Eureka, though. Please look at this map. I didn't even either. The channeling chamber has no windows and the door was locked shut. At the time of the murder, only the victim and the defendant were in the room. What were they doing in there? They were channeling a spirit, sir. Channeling a spirit? That's quite the look of disbelief there, Your Honor. Anyway, a few minutes after the channeling started, gunshots were heard coming from inside the room, sir. A few of the witnesses broke the door down and rushed into the room. And that's where they found the victim was already dead, correct? Nice, Jay. Nice. I believe this is one of the most open and shut cases I have ever presided over. Floor plans added to the court record. So, how was the victim killed? I was about to get to that. Stop wasting my time, then. Damn. I know what I'm going to be looking up on Rule 34 after the stream. Cause of death. The direct cause of death was a pistol shot to the forehead, sir. I thought it was... Oh, maybe. Shot was fired from point-blank range. Before the victim was shot, sir, he was stabbed in the chest. The wound was very severe, but not enough to cause instantaneous death. The murderer used the pistol to finish the victim off after the stabbing. So the victim was stabbed before being shot. This is the victim's autopsy report, sir. After being stabbed in the chest, he was shot in the forehead at point blank. Okay. The court accepts it into evidence. Mr. Wright, you may question the witness. Cross-examination. The shot to the forehead. The murder weapon, Detective Gumshoe. Whose pistol was it? It was the victim's. The victim? Now, why would he have... Why would he have a pistol? Who cares? The point that you're missing is whose fingerprints are on that pistol. If you're not already paying attention to that, then I suggest you start. Fingerprints? There were fingerprints? Hello, the judge is so surprised by that. Along with the victims. The defendant, Maya Faze, were also on the grip, sir. The defendant's fingerprints were left on the murder weapon. The judge is there for fun. Walked right into her hands there. Shot was fired from point-blank range. Point-blank, huh? So about how far away is that? It's anywhere between 12 to 20 inches away. And how do you know he was shot at point-blank? Tisk, 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 Mr. Wright. I grow tired of the foolish foolery of the foolish fools of this foolish country. Excuse me? Gunpowder burn. Gunpowder burn? When something is shot from point blank, a burn area is left around the bullet hole.
Gunpowder exploding is what makes a bullet fire, and that gets real hot, pal. And there were definitely some gunpowder burns left on the victim's forehead.
Wow, never knew that. Live and learn, I guess.
Before the victim was shot, sir, he was stabbed in the chest.
Stabbed? And what was he stabbed with?
A fruit knife. I see. And whose knife was it? Looks like it belongs to the face, sir. And of course, my face fingerprints are all over it. All over it, huh?
This does not look good. What will you do now, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
The wound was very severe, but not enough to cause instantaneous death.
I love this game. How severe was the wound?
If it had been half an inch more to the right, it would have hit the victim's heart. After a stab like that, it's impossible to fight back, let alone stand.
This testimony makes it sound like Maya has stabbed him with the intent to kill.
It's sort of finished the victim off after stabbing.
Are you sure he was stabbed first, then shot?
Yep, sure as sure can be. One look at the wounds and you'd come to the same conclusion too, pal.
A fool is a fool who will only listen to the foolish opinions of other foolish fools. Pistol shot to the forehead at point blank is certainly enough to kill instantly. Does it matter, then, which was first? Think a little more before you open that big mouth of yours, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
What a pain. That's enough. We have clearly established how the victim was murdered. I brought the 2 murder weapons with me today. Very well. The court accepts it into evidence.
Okay. Was Gray's 2 shots fired? Bears Maya and Gray's fingerprints. So if there's 2 shots fired, why was there only... Belongs to the face. Bears Maya's fingerprints. The time of death was June 19th at 3:15 p.m. Eyewitnesses claim to have heard 2 gunshots at this time.
And 2 murder weapons, both with the defendant's fingerprints on them, huh? This does seem like an open and shut case.
Naturally.
This is going from bad to worse.
The music. So the summary just now wasn't oversimplifying things to the extreme. Your Honor, feel free to slam that little gavel of yours. After all, there's no room left for doubt, is there?
That is quite true. Mr. Wright?
Yes?
Even in the face of all this, do you still wish to plead not guilty? It's the opinion of this court that if you do not adjust your plea, you stand to lose.
See, just as I promised, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You would change your plea in less than 10 minutes.
What will you do, Mr. Wright? Will you change to justified self-defense? Because now would be the time to do so. This is your final chance.
This is a huge decision. I better think this through all the way.
Nah, fuck that! Maya's not a killer!
If we plead justified self-defense, we'd basically be confessing to murder. After the trial, Maya's life would be ruined, and she'd be labeled a murderer.
I can't let that happen. Your Honor? Have you reached a conclusion, Mr. Wright?
The defense will not change its plea. We will accept nothing short of complete acquittal. You sealed your fate, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Detective.
Yes, sir.
Present the final portion of your testimony. The final strike.
Yes, sir. Now, see here. Proceedings are run by... Eek! Oh, yes, of course. Go ahead, detective, and give your testimony.
I think the court would like to hear about the other piece of incriminating evidence.
Oh, no. Sorry, pal, but there's an even more incriminating piece of evidence. This is the costume the defendant was wearing at the time of the crime. As you can see, it's covered in blood. The defendant attacked and killed a person who, without a doubt, was not fighting back. So this is the costume. There certainly is evidence of a backspray of blood on this. This piece directly links Maya Fey to the crime, sir. I see. The court accepts this into evidence. Alright, Mr. Wright.
Maya's fingerprints on both murder weapons and blood splatters on her clothes. Could the situation get any worse? What's wrong? You seem to be at a loss. I think this is the last piece of testimony the prosecution should have to offer. Feel free to sulk off with your tail between your legs, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Please stop calling me by my full name. It's disturbing. Okay, oh!
Incriminating piece of evidence. Why didn't you say so in your testimony earlier?
You're kind of scary today, you know, pal. Come now, Mr. Wright. There's no need for that kind of attitude in my court.
What? What? What?
Alright, just please stop glaring at me like that. Maya's costume? Yeah, she was wearing this when we arrested her.
Maya, she's wearing her channeling costume today, too. Is she not allowed to wear anything else?
She's covered in blood.
There's blood on the costume.
The lab results show that it's the victim's blood. So there's blood from the victim on the defendant's clothes.
Definitely not good. So, were there any other clues you could glean from this piece of evidence?
Well...
If you must change the topic, then the good detective here must testify again. But too bad. Not enough time. Let's move on.
Yes, Ms. Von Karma is perfectly correct.
Not even the judge is on her side. If I bite off more than I could chew here, what should I do?
Press further. Always press further.
Why is Miss Von Karma suddenly putting up resistance? There must be a reason as to why she suddenly threw out an objection like that. There must be something about this costume.
Yeah! Oh, the bullet hole!
I just have to look harder.
That's right. Miss Von Karma's logic is perfect. There's no way for you to poke a hole.
I love how the game just hands it to you. So my time is up. So, about the costume. Your Honor? Actually, there is something very wrong with this piece of evidence.
What? What are you talking about, pal? Where is this problem you're talking about?
I've come this far. There's no turning back now. The problem I have with this piece of evidence is here.
Game to about your life. You know what, Kia? Shut up.
Ask the court to please take a look at the sleeve of this costume. God damn it.
The sleeve? There's a tiny hole here. A hole? But that wasn't in the report. Hold on. What's this around the hole? It smells faintly of gunpowder. Gunpowder? No one ever told me. Oh, this smells of gunpowder.
It looks like I found the hole I was looking for. Your Honor, the only logical conclusion you can make is that it must be a bullet hole.
Order, order, order! It's a very grave matter. It's best we correct the court record first before anything else. Updated, yeah. Oh, sorry about that. I guess we messed up, sir.
She grits her. Is she actually smiling? What else is she hiding? Pull yourself together, detective. That tiny hole doesn't change a thing. The strength of the evidence still holds. Continue with your testimony. That, just now, was a fluke. Nothing more. How can you say something like that? This is a huge oversight.
Well, I agree it is a mistake on the part of the police. What Prosecutor Von Karma has said is true. The evidence still stands. If you do not find a more definitive problem with the evidence, then...
No way.
Please continue with your testimony. Yes, sir. Defendant attacked and killed a person who, without a doubt, was not fighting back.
He wasn't fighting back? How do you know if he was or wasn't?
We can find no evidence that the victim put up any sort of struggle, pal. Go to the murderer have a fight with the victim or not? Depending on this, the circumstances around this murder change drastically.
Ugh, we're in real trouble now. If only had something to prove that the victim did fight back. If on Karma, I think she could decide the verdict on this testimony alone. Yeah, there's proof because she was shot. She wouldn't have shot herself. I'll find a critical case. No, half her. Detective Dick. Yeah, I got it right. Detective Dick Gumshoe. Yes? Having you call me by my full name is kind of a weird feeling. You said that my client killed a person who, without a doubt, was not fighting back.
Yeah, I did.
Then what, may I ask, is the bullet hole you police overlooked supposed to mean?
What does it mean?
I'll tell you what it means. It means that the victim had fired off a shot. Is this what it means to not fight back?
You're right. Seems you're all correct. If the victim had tried to shoot the defendant, then it would change everything.
Right. The wind seems to be shifting. Huh. What's with that "are you finished yet" laugh? Are you finished yet, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
Miss Von Karma?
It seems that my affair was shot at by the victim. However, that is only grounds enough to support a justified self-defense plea.
That is correct.
But I'm sure you remember, Your Honor, what the defense clearly said. They rejected justified self-defense and pleaded not guilty.
Wait, that's right!
Which means the defense has yet to prove anything at all.
No! Well, yes, that's true.
Furthermore, just the fact that there is a bullet hole in the costume, is not enough to substantiate even the plea of justified self-defense.
Huh? How so?
Don't just stand there. Hurry up and tell the court what transpired that day. With the new information we acquired added in, of course.
Huh? You mean by myself? You want me to put together the scenario all by myself? Ah! Hey, yes, sir. Right away, sir. During the channeling, the defendant saw her chest and stabbed the victim in the chest. Of course, the victim used the last of his strength to fight back, sir. While the two were fighting, the victim took out his gun. The victim took a shot, and because they were too close, he missed. The defendant then picked up the opening, took the victim's gun, and ended it.
But they said that he was stabbed to the point where...
Does make sense? Yes, sir. Well, Mr. Wright.
On the surface, it does seem to make sense. However, I won't give up that easily.
Please refrain from glaring at me like that. Now then, your cross-examination, please.
What transpired? I won't be skipping anything. Don't worry.
Defense saw his chest to stab the victim in the chest.
There is quite a difference in height between Dr. Gray and the defendant. Add in body strength, and it seems unlikely that the defendant could have stabbed the victim.
Now that you mention it, yeah, I guess.
You think you can get away with such flimsy reasoning, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Maya Fey was in the middle of channeling, was she not? When channeling with the Korean channeling technique, the medium physically changes. With the nurse's build, the defendant could have easily been a match for the doctor. I don't believe it. She even studied up on the Korean channeling technique. Like I said before, I am perfect.
About what you were talking about. I didn't quite get it. Never mind. Let's continue with the testimony.
Me too, Kia.
Of course, the victim used lots of the strength to fight back, sir. So he was stabbed, but the stab wound didn't kill him. But if you think about it, the blood loss, he was probably hurt pretty bad. How badly hurt would he say he was? Actually, I went to get blood the other day. Afterward, I felt a little lightheaded and dizzy. I guess the damage was maybe about 10 times the dizziness. Ah! Sorry. I turned the tits of Kia. Took out his gun. Where in the world did that pistol come from? Looks like the victim, Dr. Gray, has specifically bought it for that day. But a handgun? He got off the black market about 2 days before the murder. Why did Dr. Gray bring a gun? Was he taking precautions against something? But they were too close, he missed. So you're saying that the bullet hole in this costume was made then? Sorry, pal, but yeah, that's what I think. The two of them were already fighting when a shot was fired. Maya, I'm really glad you weren't hurt. The defendant then picked up the opening, took the victim's gun and ended it. But Jay, you're trying to put real life logic into an Ace Attorney game. You just can't. Works at Jay. Yeah. She's never fired a gun before in her life. The victim had already taken off the safety. With the safety off, even an amateur like you can fire it just by pulling the trigger. Even me? I wonder. Now do you understand? Von Karma's logic is perfect. His testimony certainly makes us look very bad. But there's gotta be a contradiction in there somewhere. And uncovering is going to uncover the truth. I can feel it. Okay. Stab victim in the chest. I need to... That's not what I want. Yeah, yeah, it's fine, it's fine. It's my katana. Yeah, what about... About 8 inches off the ground. There's got to be something about the folding screen. Challenge stabbed the victim in the chest. Of course, the victim used lots of his strength to fight back. The victim took out his gun. The victim took a shot, but because they were too close, he missed. Picked up the opening, took the victim's gun, and ended it. I feel like I need to present the folding screen. That's the... Stabbed in chest to shot point blank, fired twice. Murder weapon, clothes Maya was wearing at the time of the murder. Press the check button for details. Bullet hole. I feel like I'm gonna try. I think it's this, but I don't know if I'm in the right spot though. Nope. Nope, we're fucked. Nope. Trying to figure out what's the right thing. Too close, he missed. But what about the knife? Oh, he's so big in the chest. I'm trying to think what I should do here. Yeah, that's right. Too close, he missed. How could you miss when they're too close? How do I show this, though?
think so. Ah, okay, that was it, yes. Missing the tiny hole in this costume will be the prosecution's undoing.
Eh? What do you mean? You said something about gunshots.
Right, the powder burn! They weren't too close. There's only a tiny bit of residue. If it was a true powder burn, it'd be like the oh, that's where we got it. This little hole has actually created a huge hole in your testimony.
Explain yourself, Mr. Wright.
You said the two of them were fighting when the victim fired his gun at point blank. If that were true, then where's the gunpowder burn on this costume?
Gunpowder burn?
This is what you testified earlier. When something is shot from point blank, a burn area is left around the bullet hole.
Oh!
But there is not a single trace of gunpowder burn on this costume.
That's a very good point. And what exactly does this mean?
It means that when the shot was fired, they were standing apart from each other. I'm disappointed, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You think you can punch a hole in my logic with that? With wishy-washy thinking like that, anyone can explain anything away. Then I implore you to disprove my line of thinking. Let's see. In the middle of their fight, the victim pushed the defendant away. And it was then, when they were separated, that he fired. How was that? As if that was even possible. According to testimony, the wound from the stabbing was very severe. The victim would not have had the strength to push the defendant very far after that. Well, then...
There's a whole lot of holes here!
That's right. The defendant must have pushed the victim away. After stabbing him, she must have put some space between the doctor and herself. And then while she was prepared to strike again, the doctor took his shot. There. That should satisfy even you.
That does make an awful lot of sense. What do you think, Mr. Wright?
I must be careful. I can't afford to make a mistake here. Concentrate and think. Something doesn't make sense. There's a fatal flaw in her argument, Your Honor.
Fatal? Flaw? Yow!
Very interesting. I would love to see where this flaw is. Show me something that contradicts my explanation. There has to be a snag in her explanation somewhere. She put some distance between them before rushing to make the final blow. And when she was about to strike, the doctor took his shot. And it contradicts this line of thinking.
Yep, okay, this is where we... Yep.
This is the piece of evidence that destroys your logic. Because if she was coming at him, they would be almost on key, and the bullet hole would be up higher, way higher than 8 inches off the ground. See, my logic, I was like, oh, is this where I use it? No, it comes later.
What is that, a folding screen?
I'd like to point the court's attention to the hole in this folding screen. It looks like you already know what I'm talking about.
Who, where, what? Mr. Wright, your explanation, please.
Are these two really that clueless? The bullet went through the defendant's sleeve first, then the folding screen. It passed through at a height of approximately 8 inches off the ground, which means... When the shot was fired, the defendant, was not getting ready to strike, but was actually squatting low to the ground.
Order, order! This changes everything.
Please look at this diagram of the crime scene. The victim, Dr. Gray, was here when he fired the shot. And the bullet hole hit this folding screen. It hit at this location about 8 inches off the ground. At this time, the defendant was in this area. Right there, right? Somewhere around here.
Oh, wait. I forgot to brush this morning. Excuse me while I freshen up. What?
What?
In the meantime, I want you to think about things through again, Mr. Wright.
Okay, so it is... I was on fire, but no. So Maya, this time, the defendant was in this area. So, yeah, it has to be down around here.
right? Somewhere around here. Uh-oh. What? Is it over by the screen then? Because she was here, but then it would have to be, yeah. She was standing here, near the folding screen. Okay, so it was... The obvious answer was the answer.
Wait a second. We know the defendant was close to the ground based on the height of the bullet hole. But how can you gauge the distance from that?
Is it possible the defendant was standing much closer to the victim? That's impossible.
But why?
You, of all people, should know the answer to that question, Miss Von Karma. If she were shot from somewhere closer, there would be gunpowder burns present. However, there is nothing of the sort around the bullet hole of this costume.
Ah! Curse you, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You...
I believe it has now been proven that the defendant was standing a ways from the victim when she was shot at. Do you think this has changed the defendant's situation? Changes everything. Honestly, Your Honor, this changes everything. The prosecution has claimed that the defendant was aiming to kill by stabbing. If that were true, delivering the fatal strike with the knife would be ideal. However, where and what was the defendant doing at the time? Squatting all the way by a folding screen? Exactly. If Maya Fey was the real murderer, why else would she be by the folding screen instead of preparing to strike? Or why would she be? Upon further consideration, it does make very little sense. Yeah, I figured there had to be a reason. Oh, God. Figuring things out and proving the logic behind everything is your job. Oof. Alright. With this, the rest of the trial should be in the back. Oh no. Blast radius of disaster. You are such a smart man, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
To think that you've been able to take a completely hopeless case to this point. Now I know why Papa had a tough time with you. You amuse me.
Ooh, ho ho ho!
Let the shipping begin. Ugh. Of all the things to inherit, why did it have to be the smarmy smile? Detective, how dare you damage my perfect logic?
Huh? How was it my fault?
You can start repairing your standing by first removing that 3-strand goatee. Oh, and rest assured, your punishment will come later.
Punishment?
Oh no. Well then, Your Honor, I think I've had all I could take of this detective's face. I think it's time to call in the next witness. Next witness? That's gotta be Lotta.
Very well. Oh, the court will take a 5-minute recess. Start my controller. After we reconvene, we will hear from the next witness.
What is this, Cloud? To be continued.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, Steel. Oh, did you do that as well? Because Steel did it too. I'm not gonna win that award, but it's nice that you guys are doing that. I appreciate it. Hey, Otaku, how you doing? Yes, I want to say my progress up to this point. Aha. Jay. Defendant lobby number 3. Phew, that was a close one.
I know you're giving it your all to defend me, but I could feel the death penalty hanging in the air.
I felt like I was pretty close to dying myself.
But you were wonderful out there. You listened carefully, made theories, and tricked everyone into believing you.
Thanks. Wait, tricked?
That must be the lawyer's secret technique, right? By the way, is this next witness who I think it is?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Lotta Hart.
Oh, guess there's no escaping her, huh? Remember, Nick, you promised you'd save me. If you lose, me and my sister's ghost will come after you and haunt you.
I mean, Mia. She can haunt me any day.
Sister? Are you talking about Mystic Mia? Yeah. Do you remember her, Pearly? My sister was a super good lawyer. She was also Nick's teacher. Oh, I didn't know that.
Here we go. Number 2. This game is crazy. Court will now reconvene. Now, the first order of... Ow!
I don't want to hear it, old man. After I call my witness, sit there quietly and watch like a good little boy.
Yes, sir.
Bring in the photographer who witnessed the channeling. Witness, your name and occupation, if you please. Hey, Phoenix! How you doing? Just fine. Sorry about this. Didn't exactly have a choice, you know? But yowza! Name and occupation. I declare! What in tarnation? Hey, Judge! This here is violence against my fair self.
That's fine.
That's fine! That's fine. That ain't fine. That's a whip! Yeah! There's no need for foolish outcries from foolishly foolish fools. Just hurry up and testify about what happened on the day of the murder. I haven't even gotten to say my name and job yet. The name's Lotta Hart, paranormal photographer, and I'm here to testify.
Now, let's all be one big happy family, okay?
I can't. Only the doc and the defendant went into the channeling chamber. We were waiting outside the door, and then bang! We hear this gunshot. It's the lawyer that broke the door down, and we rush into the room. I saw it was the dead victim and the defendant waving a pistol around. I swear, other than those two, there was no one else in the room.
Did you take a picture of the scene right after the murder took place?
Reckon course. Excuse me? Reckon course. It's short for, you reckon? Of course I did. Ah! Does it look like I care? Just hurry up and show your picture to the court. The moment of truth. What will be in that picture? Yeah, you can vote for games you don't own, Jay. You don't have to only pick for games you own. Let's see here. There's this here. This here is the picture. Wait, what?
It would certainly seem that only the defendant and the victim were in that room.
She's standing in the wrong spot. Are you ready, Mr. Phoenix Wright? I will clear all doubt about Maya through this cross-examination. Just watch me. Cross-examination. Channel chamber. Was it really only those two that went in?
Objection!
What are you blabbering about? You were there too, were you not? Why don't you answer that yourself? Was it really just the two of them? Yes, Dr. Gray and Maya were the only two that went into that room.
Hold on, we can't have the defense testifying against its own client.
Anyway, folks, only the two of them went into that channeling chamber. You hear? But you knew that from the very beginning, didn't you? Witness continue. Or wait outside the door. Bang! We hear a gunshot.
Hold it!
Was it really a gunshot?
Objection!
Oh god. Are you insane? You must have heard it as well. Why don't you testify for the court, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Was it really a gunshot? Yes, I think it was something that sounded like a gunshot.
And why are we here listening to the defense testify?
And the world becomes just a little bit crueler. I heard a gunshot a long time ago, so I know. I tell you, that was a gunshot I heard. Now this is where the story heats up. I broke the room, rushed into the room. So let me get this straight. This Mr. Lawyer there broke the door. Hey, Studio Blue, thank you for the raid. Nice, awesome. How are you guys doing tonight? Hope you're doing well. I'm trying to solve a crime. Hey, Chaos, how you doing? Mr. Lawyer. Why don't you tell us what happened then?
Yes, I broke the door down. Sorry. Why does this feel like an inquisition? You're apologizing? That was great. You're a real man. Oh, really? That's something I would have liked to see. The judge is smiling rather openly. I'll take that as a good sign. Nice. Are you actually getting close to the end, or do you just think you're getting close to the end? Yeah. See, once you broke in. Defender waving a pistol around.
Hold it.
Are you sure it was the defendant, Maya Fey? Sure, I'm sure. Lotta seems awfully confident in her testimony. Ah, press harder. Lotta, please, think back to that day one more time. What you getting at? Remember what you said when we broke into the room? One way or another, I was murdered. Click. Lotta, at a time like this? How's this perfect for snapping up shots? But anyway, what's going on in here? This gal, is she Maya? When you saw the murderer at the time, you couldn't even tell if it was Maya Fey or not. Am I correct? Well, you see... Order. Miss Hart, you are here to present accurate testimony. Yeah, sorry. Good. Let's shift things back to my side. He has no poker face. For a defense lawyer, your defense is terribly lacking, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Witness, think back to when those two entered the channeling chamber. When they entered, one of those people that entered the chamber was Maya Fey, correct? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it was Maya that went in. Looks like we've come to a collective conclusion. Pushing this picture is most certainly Maya Fey. Exactly. Rats, and I'm trapped like one. Again! One of those two, there was no one else in that room. Are you absolutely certain of that? Sure am, but that old witch chased us out of the room, so... Old witch? Does she mean Morgan Fey? There's no one else in there, and you know it. The channeling chamber was very dark, almost pitch black. Was there really no one else in there? What about... behind the folding screen? What about behind the folding screen? Did you check back there? Rick Given! What? Because this is how they do things in Japan. Obviously. Huh? What in the... Rick Given, you know. You reckon? That's a given. It took me a good look around the room once. There ain't no way anyone was hiding out behind that folded screen. Let me have a word with you, Miss Hart. What? You got a problem? Rick Given? I mean, I'm having a little difficulty in understanding you. If you could stop saying such things as Rick Given. Ah! Now then, Mr. Phoenix Wright, do you see a problem with the testimony or don't you? As I thought, there's nothing wrong with her testimony. I was with her, so I know she's telling the truth. Enough. Seems that there are no issues with Miss Hart's testimony. At the time of the crime, only two people were in the channeling chamber. The victim, Dr. Turner Gray, and the defendant, Maya Fey. The face of the defendant cannot be verified in this picture. However, if we think about the circumstances, it would have to be the defendant. What am I going to do? If I just let this go? No, of course not. What is it, Mr. Wright? You look as if you have something to say. If I make one wrong move, I'm going to ask to have the judge against me. Is there anything I can present that would prove it's not Maya in the photo? Present evidence. I'm going to save my game real quick because this may take me a little while. I'm getting there. I'm getting just. I am. She's on the other side, so how would? Yeah. I'm thinking. Your Honor, Mr. Wright, it is possible that the person in this photo is not the defendant. What? Do you know what you're proposing? Yeah, that's just plain fool's talk. Thanks, guys. Your show of support was just great. Now, Mr. Wright, please show the court some proof. Prove to this court that the president's photo is not my FA. Isn't Maya left-handed? I don't think that's right though. I did not think. No, no, I don't know. I'm grasping here now. Oh God, I didn't think this through. I don't know. I don't know. I'm sorry. Because apparently she stabbed him first. So that's where the blood came from, is the stabbing. But we only heard one gunshot, right? Wait, she's standing far away. Oh, the knife was... It's not... Yeah. Stabbed it and then shot at point blank. That's wrong. No, it's not. Oh God, I got it. Here's your proof. Is there a problem? Oh no, I thought I would work on my inflections. Just wondering what an objection with the twist of "you're wrong" sounds like. Mr. Wright, I'm sorry, but I don't... Ah, God damn it, I thought I was there. Because it went silent.
But she was so far away.